Have you ever caught a company hiding extra charges after you paid? This past Christmas, my wife and I bought one of our 9-year-old son's Santa gifts from a well-known UK sports retailer that also has plenty of stores here in Ireland. It was a football rebounder, basically a trampoline for kicking a ball so it bounces right back. We ordered it from their Irish website, paid, and thought nothing more of it. A few days later, we got a notification from a certain brown uniformed courier saying customs charges were due. At first, we assumed it was a scam. We'd already received all our orders, and nothing else was coming from abroad. My wife called the courier, and after some digging, we found out the charge was for the rebounder. They had shipped it from the UK to Ireland through another carrier, which then handed it to the brown uniformed guys for delivery. We're both on disability, so an extra €50 at Christmas hurt. It's not just about the money, it's about budgeting every cent so the kids can have the Christmas they deserve. But I told her to pay it, and I'd take it up with the retailer later. The first day I called, I sat on hold for 20 minutes 3 separate times. Each time, I was promised a call back from a manager. It never came. Day 2 was no better. More long holds, more empty promises. By day 3, my patience was gone. I finally got through and told the rep exactly why I was calling. I wanted my €50 back because Irish consumer law clearly states that all charges must be shown at the latest on the final checkout page. I'd even tested their website again. Same product, same checkout, and there was still no mention of customs fees anywhere. The rep tried to help by offering me a €20 gift voucher. Then he read from a script saying they advise customers there may be DDU charges on items shipped outside the UK. When I asked where this was stated, he couldn't answer. That was the final straw. I gave him one last chance. Have a manager call me within 60 minutes, or I'd post the whole story on LinkedIn and tag every senior officer in the company. Then I hung up. No call came. The next day, I followed through. I wrote a detailed LinkedIn post explaining exactly what happened, naming the company, and tagging every senior officer from regional managers to the CEO. I laid out the facts, how they hid the charges, how they ignored me, and how they treated customers during the holidays. Not long after, I noticed they'd removed the rebounder from their website. They must have thought that would erase the evidence. They clearly underestimated me. Searching rebounder still brought up the product listing, and a Google cached search showed the page exactly as it was 2 days before. I took screenshots of both versions and posted them as an update, mocking them for trying to cover their tracks. 3 people in incognito mode viewed my LinkedIn profile soon after. No prizes for guessing who they were. I posted that too, pointing out how they were now quietly watching, but still not addressing the issue directly. The next morning, my phone rang. A senior exec from their UK head office was suddenly very eager to talk. She apologized repeatedly, asking what it would take to make things right. I told her that originally, I only wanted my €50 back. But after the runaround they'd given me, I now wanted my €50 refunded, a full refund of the entire purchase, and to keep the rebounder. That was the only way this ended. She hesitated, then asked for a couple of hours. An hour later, she called back. She had sent the €50 to my PayPal, processed a full refund for the purchase, and told me to keep the product. I thanked her for sorting it out. The fight was over, but I'd made my point. No one walks over my family. Not at Christmas. Not ever. A company making £58 million a year might think one customer doesn't matter, but I'll fight tooth and nail to protect my son's Christmas from their greed.